All right. How's it going, everybody? And may the 4th be with you. This is your man AG Chopsticks, and I am going live today for my first stream this week. Again, this is just going to be a fun $50 hunt. Stop to the bank today. I will let you know, though, we're only doing one box today. And that's because, well, I'm ahead of the game right now. So I've got a couple extra boxes that I have to pick up. So I've already done one hunt today. And as you can see from the screen, we do have some finds today. We added some finds in the screen here. We do have 4 NIFCs that will go back to the bank and 1 silver in that first box. Let's move the find from last week and see that we did find a 1968. Yes, and how are you doing, Archaeology Mikey? Southern Coin in the house, Johnny Woodbridge. Afternoon, everyone. This is just going to be a fun little stream. Can you guys hear me all right over the music? Yes, I am wearing a Star Wars shirt. You can't see it. I will be watching the last episode tier of Clone Wars after I'm done today. But I got to run to the bank, get this other box open, go pick up 2 more boxes, get those open so I can return them. So tomorrow I can get back to my regularly scheduled program. So again, we do have some finds today. We have our 1968 40%er and my 4 NIFCs in that first box. Same bank, same boxes. They are the Yellow and a String & Sons from Brinks at Wells Fargo. So those are ready to go. And we will get started opening rolls. And if you hear things in the background, that is Little Mega and Chopsticks Jr. And they are alive and awake here in the house since, well, there is no school. Can somebody tell me, is the music too loud? Do you like the music? Do you need it up? Do you need it down? Get rid of it. What do you think? While I wait for that answer here. Morning, son. Oh, the joys of parenthood. So I'm going to start opening these here. We're going to go through them pretty quickly. We'll see if we can add. I'm not going to take these. I'm going to return them to the bank. The only NIFCs I keep. They are everywhere today, the children are. The only NIFCs I keep are actually 1987s. And you also see in the middle here, I do have my brand new channel sticker that just came in the mail. So I love it that it has the holographic chopsticks. It's actually a really cool, fun one. All right, thanks, Archaeology Mikey. Just wanted to see if it's good there. Figured while I'm not talking, give you a little bit of extra time with some royalty-free music from YouTube. So let's get into this. We'll get our first roll here. And let's hope that there is silver in the box. So I'm going to take my silver chopsticks and bless the rolls and get going here. How was everybody's weekend? Everyone have a productive, fun weekend? Again, this is just a fun little stream that we're going to be doing. I am furloughed for another 83 days or so from work. So I figured I'd set these up and hang out with you all during lunchtime. I'm not going to edge hunt. I'm actually going to see if we have any finds here, just so we can add to those totals. I am not checking for errors. The 82, all the no FGs, all those other ones, that's just not my style. So we're just going to turn and burn. Everyone have a good weekend. I spent mine with the family, a couple of campfires, some hanging out, trying to figure out some things for my son's Boy Scout troop and what they're going to do with this whole... Yeah, I had to bless the box. Hopefully, it comes something with it. It's something that Hydroconomist and I both do. A lot of schoolwork during the weekend. Yeah, my kids had some. This learning from home is new to them. We got a couple shiny edges there. I doubt it's anything good. That looks like a late 90s, and it is in 1996. So they had some leftover homework from that. Other than that, nothing big. Hung out, got some big family projects this weekend. And again, it is May the 4th, so as soon as I'm done this, I will be binging my Star Wars. Yes, I am one of those people that I do love Star Wars. As a matter of fact, let's finish this roll and our second roll of duds. But again, good, some grilling. Grilling's good. I did some grilling as well. Got some steaks going on the grill. But let me add something to the camera right now while we're sitting here waiting. I'll put Mr. Columbus back under the scope there. Let me grab something. Since it is May the 4th, grab something out of my personal stack here and add it onto the stream so we can ooh and ah for May the 4th. Yeah, yard work for me is next weekend. It's going to be interesting getting all those projects done, but hey, I'm home, might as well get them work done. So we'll add to the screen my pure silver, and I believe it's 10 ounce of Millennium Falcon. So that's part of my personal stack. And my 5 ounce Beskar. Beautiful craftsmanship. If you ever want to know more about this, look up Silver Rabbit on Instagram. Or if you're part of Facebook, look up Silver Miners. Brett Palmer, he does some amazing work. So we'll have those on the screen for May the 4th. I also have a Millennium Falcon. I have a Snowspeeder and an X-Wing. And I'm saving up for my Imperial Walker. Because why? Because I can. Alright, let's get back into hunting these things. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of landscaping this weekend. Just like you, Johnny. But also having some campfire. Little Mega turns 13 on Friday, so I'm going to have 2 teenagers in my house. So, lots of fun. And so, we're going to be celebrating that as best we can with social distancing. Turning and burning. And I am doing this a little bit fast. Again, this is just a fun little stream to hang out, chit-chat, talk about precious metals, and apparently today, one of the greatest movie franchises of all times by Mr. George Lucas. Oh, and actually, there is a hold. 1982, Denver. It has an FG. Hey, Jazz, how you doing? We're just doing a fun little stream today. I'm going to be doing these. I am actually furloughed for 90 days. So I am going to be streaming every weekday at noon. And actually, I'm going to do something here. Just because I don't know how many are in here. Jazz, I gave you a wrench. You don't have to do anything with it. But if I'm not paying attention and people get silly, let's get rid of them. Did you just call me a Star Trek guy? Did you just call me Star Trek? We're talking Star Wars. You know, that might get you booted. Just kidding, Ants. It's not. I'm actually a Star Trek fan as well as Star Wars. I do enjoy the series. Science fiction is amazing. So I appreciate that, Jazz. And again, we're just hanging out. And if you can see under the scope, this was a find that we found last week. Johnny Woodbridge was actually hanging out with me during that stream when he saw that, so we found that. So let's see here. Let's keep on opening and see what we can find. So far today, we have found 1 hold, 1 silver, and 4 NIFCs. I do keep the hold. The reason I do that is, have you ever heard of the Charlie Brown Christmas tree? Well, I have one, and actually, it's actually behind me. You're never going to see it because face reveal. But on there, all my hold coins go on Christmas hangers, and I actually have all of my hold coins up on there. Hey, Corolla, how you doing? We're actually getting people hanging out. Just to let you know, I do have mini games enabled if you want to play those while we hang out. Eventually, once we get up and running further, those are going to be used for if I ever do giveaways or things like that. So you'll want to stock up on those. Space Trek. Oh, and it's one of the, you can't, any other day that'd be okay, but you're doing it on May the 4th. Oh, oof. I don't know about that. That is pure space blasphemy right there. Give me 1 second here. While you're in here, I am going to go in and I am going to, let's give all of you who are watching right now, just for fun, we're going to give you 5,000 chopsticks. So to check that, you should be able to do ! chopsticks to see what that is. I do have Heist. I do have, now I got to remember what everything I have active. There's Heist, there's Gamble, there's Slots, there's Duel. So those are all enabled. I did just give you all a bunch of chopsticks. That is a Millennium Falcon Pure Silver 10 ounce. Yes, that is from a Mr. Brett Palmer, also known as Silver Rabbit on Instagram. And he does some amazing custom pours. And there also is a 5 ounce Pure Silver Beskar as well from The Mandalorian. So yes, I do have that. So yeah, we have games that you can play. We have just hanging out, chit chat. Eventually those chopsticks, like I said, might be used for a Siren Silver Sash. Welcome in there. So they will be used for eventually giveaways or anything once I get to that point. Again, this is just a fun hangout, so people have a time, if they're bored during their midday, to come in, hang out, and hopefully find some silver. And if you're lucky, like Johnny was last week, one of the only ones in the chat with me for an extended period of time, he is going to be getting something special in the mail, certainly here soon enough. One of those being, you will get one of these new channel stickers that just came in. Jazz, you might like this one. I don't know if it's as cool as yours, but I do have holographic chopsticks on my stickers, so we do have that. Johnny's going to get a special surprise eventually here in the end. I'm not going to tell him quite what that is yet, but he'll get one. And eventually we'll have other commands. There'll be a spin feature for the mods, so they can spin a wheel and give you extra chopsticks. And again, those are just for fun. There is no monetary value behind these chopsticks. They are purely for entertainment purposes only. There's my disclaimer for the stream. So we're just hanging out. We did some talking about... All right, so these commands are working. I like it. This is really the first time. Oh, and another fun thing that I'm trying to figure out as well is I am going to be box battling soon. And I'm going to be box battling Hydroconomist. And we're going to see who has the best box. We're going to figure out how that works. And just have some fun. Again, I'm not selling rolls right now. And you're not getting to the boot. There was some funny, lint in this. Maybe that's good luck, lint. Let's keep it up top, see what happens in this roll. And that roll had nothing, so lucky lint, you shall die and be sent away. So, got some cool things, just hanging out, What's everybody doing this fine afternoon besides hanging out with me on YouTube? After this, I've got to go dump this. I've got 2 more boxes that I'm going to quick hunt today off stream just to see what we have in them, because I've got way too many boxes waiting and I don't want to make any banks mad during this crazy time, so they stop buying for me. So I got to go pick those up. Tomorrow we will have $50 as well. Wednesday I do have 2 boxes coming in from Loomis of quarters. Yes, Space Lint. May the lint be with you always. But I do have 2 boxes of quarters coming in from Loomis. So usually they're actually who I got my full box of bats from in the past. So hopefully they have that. And maybe we'll see a full box of W's that we can find. If we ever do find one of those full boxes during that stream, we will do some giveaways. I don't need them all. It's kind of fun to have. I do have a full set. I just upgraded my holder for them for my 2019s. Let's see if I can get to it right quick. Actually, a little megas I can get to rather quick. So I just updated my holder for my 2019 W's. Nothing amazing yet. CM Silver besides this was on Friday. I do have a 40% that we found today. We have 4 of those. And we do also have a hold found today. But we are celebrating. May the 4th be with you. So we're just hanging out today. But there is my new holder for my W's. I do like it. Yes, that is an extra W in the middle. Just to show the W, it's a river of no return. I've actually been able to find 3 complete sets of W's out in the wild. So it's kind of fun. So hopefully we'll find some W's so that we can give some away on stream. I know they're going for a heap load of money still right now, but you never know. We might want to give those away. So yeah, CM, we're just hanging out here. It's going to be a typical, lunchtime event for me, or noon Central Standard Time, until I go back to work. We're just hanging out, playing games if you guys want to. Again, there is Heist, Gamble, Slots, Duel in the streams. You can have that. I do have a wheel spin on my end that eventually mods will be able to spin as well. So that's awesome. How is the health of everyone's CM? I know that was close to an NFC, but it was a 2001. I know that's always a scary time, is health of family, especially now with the current situation in there. This stream, by the way, no matter what day of the week it is or what's happening in the world, will always be politics free. Your belief in politics is just that, your belief in politics. So I definitely don't want to intercede in your beliefs, and I don't want it on here either. It's such a polarizing thing. We're just hanging out. We're just having fun finding silver in these. If anybody collects NAFCs, let me know. I can actually save them for you. These 4 that you're sitting here. Oh, you got one in circulation. I am jealous. I have not found a 2020 yet. I'm hoping soon. Like I said, I actually got a full box at the bank before they came out of bats, but of course they're not going to be anything valuable in those full boxes that I got 2 months ago. So I kept one roll for Little Mega, so she has one roll of uncirculated bats, but they're not going to have W's because they weren't released until Weir came out. So I know a lot of people have been having fun and finding them. Jeep and John, I wonder how many he's up to now. I'm a little jealous of that, but that's okay. I'm not checking for magic coins, and I should be doing that. You guys got to stop me if I'm not doing things. I forgot to be checking for magic coins. And I'm just going to run the sound test to check for those. So again, if anybody keeps NIFCs, let me know. I can just set them aside for you, and I would just charge you cost plus shipping. I don't care about them, honestly. Archaeology Mikey, my email is at the top. If you want me to save them for you, let me know. Shoot me an email. If you're over 18, that is, I will certainly sell them to you, again, at cost plus shipping. Southern, is that a W, or is that a just a P or D that you found, or quite frankly S? It's on my windowsill. What is? Oh, your 2019 D. You trying to tone it in the sun, Johnny? Or again, Jazz has them as well. So you're certainly welcome to. You know, I don't collect them. I don't save them. I used to, and I could sell them for 75 cents a piece. But after, and ooh, what is that edge? That's just partying like a 1999. And honestly, that is a really nice specimen of a 1999. I wonder if that almost came out of a P or D uncirculated set, because that is really a thick edge. Really a nice coin, but not one we're going to keep. Yeah, NIFCs are fun to have once you fill your books. I know some people keep a roll of each. I just don't see them increasing in value all that much. The only ones I keep are 1987s. Why? Because they're the OG NIFC. So actually those ones you see on the board for NIFC 4, those are actually, I wonder if that's going to be NIFC, because that's a really nice condition. Those 4 you see are actually 1987s. I have found 4 1987s this year. So far nothing in this box. They haven't been great, but again, my one find in my box last week is that guy right there. So it's really, you know, especially since I keep commemoratives. Again, that's another gorgeous edge. 1981. Just got to check that quick. I don't think it's an S. It doesn't have the finish like an S. No, it's a D. It's a D. Those edges, sometimes the proofs will stick out and scare you and surprise you. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. There's an NIFC for the board. So we're up to 5 now, NIFCs. That one was an 05, ironically. Jazz NIFCs today. We got an 04, an 06, an 03, a 2012, and a 03. Or are you talking that weird, funky edged one, Jazz? This is a 1981, if that's the one you were talking about. Yeah, cha-ching. I'll add it to my board and I'll start tracking them. You know, again, I'm not a giant fan of them, but you never know. I know Jazz is probably killing me going over all these 1972s, 82s, not looking for the... Oh, the Colombian's in 1893. It is not the 92. That would have been even better, but you know what? In 1893, that is the oldest that I found in coin roll hunting. It is not the coolest I found in coin roll hunting. The coolest that I have found coin roll hunting is that boy right there. That is a 1900 Indian rupee that I found coin roll hunting very early on. You can't scoff at finding a foreign like that in a box of $50. So that is probably one of the coolest one I've found. Besides, I found some 1916, 1917, 1918 walkers in rolls before. So that's always fun to find. But I think just that is now officially the oldest that I found. And me being a collector of the... Me being a collector of commemoratives, that's my baby now. All right, there's another NIFC 2003. So the NIFCs are starting to pile up. Yeah, I like foreign too, except for when it makes me lose money, but that one didn't definitely make me lose money. 1986. All right, no. Yeah, actually, if you love foreigns, Archaeology Mikey. Those are all foreigns that I found while hunting. So, I've got a little pile going on of foreign that I found while hunting. It's cool to have. There's nothing really, any great value in there, but still cool to have. Eventually here, when I have finds, I'll start giving you guys chopsticks just so you can play the mini games a little bit more with finds. I just haven't figured out that command quite yet. Again, this is relatively new to me, but I figured I got spare time on my hands. Yeah, oh, Jazz, I've got an awesome collection. I don't know if you've ever seen my unboxing for my collection, but it's a spendy habit. Incredibly expensive to get into. Some of these, especially when you get into the lower mintages, they are extremely expensive. I think my most costly one so far has been a $200 one so far, and I am just gonna, for you guys watching, gonna give you some extra chopsticks on me. Don't have Hangman Johnny. I do have Heist. I do have Gamble. I do have Slots and Duel. So those are the current games that I do have available for you to earn chopsticks. You know, this habit's, fun. Like you see there, I found 77 silvers this year. I did include my quarter haul from last week in that total because it is 90% silver and stuff I wouldn't have found without coin roll hunting. You do also see a tally at the bottom of the screen of W's. My W count this year is 9. I'll try and keep that up to date. I do have a spreadsheet separately. Yes, I know the Skywalker movie has come out. I do have Disney Plus. I do want to see that badly. Actually, the one I really want to watch is the series finale of the last season of Clone Wars is out. So that is the one I want to see. But I've got to clear all my $50 again to keep my banks happy. One thing I do keep to keep my bank happy is... Oh, no, that's not one. was close. It was an 01. Just edge hunting, $19.99. Is every once in a while, like last week, I brought my dump bank because they're taking the brunt of my hobby. I just bring them bags of $50 in Ziploc bags. I used to bring them in canvas bags. Yeah, I know. There's some serious money to be spent on those CM. I don't have a bag collection going here. Once I finish this half box, I'll show you what I got going on. It's just a fun way to get into it. Michael Kittle Rare Coins is actually the one who originally got me into it. I had no idea they existed until I watched one of his videos. He's really, really informational. Really a good guy to... Yeah, 36... Oh, the Mandalorian Southern is phenomenal. I actually think there's a cap on the Heist Southern. Again, I'm new to having games in my stream, so I'm not quite sure what it's going to be. Hey, D-Dub, how you doing? I'm glad you came in. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for joining. So far, we've got... Oh, I should be updating that board. 6 NIFCs, 1 silver, and 1 miscellaneous on the day. Once I finish this roll, we will get through that. We are celebrating May Day. May the 4th be with you with a silver Millennium Falcon and a silver Beskar on the board. 1989 P dime error. So what was that error, Archaeology Mikey? What did you find? That's an interestingly toned 1974, but it looks artificial. You got something going on in the center there. So thanks for all hanging out. If you guys want to see anything different, do anything different, let me know. I am not in the point of selling rolls right now. There's so much tax implication behind that. And I also, my stack isn't to the point where I'd want it to be. So this is just going to be a fun hangout. Especially when I get back to work. Right now, again, I'm furloughed. That's why we're doing this at noon, Monday through Friday, Central Standard Time on your YouTube dial. Sorry, radio voice. I apologize. That's why we're doing it at noon here. I'm furloughed, but once I get back to work, I'm sure I'm going to be going internationally left and right. I will take you on tours of where I go. If you haven't seen, like when I met International Sacker over in Saudi Arabia, but I also have LCSs. In foreign countries. I've got so many in Mexico, it's not funny. That is probably NIFC. No, it's just a really pretty 96. That's too thin. It's 2001. Usually I don't slow down for NIFCs, but since we're keeping treasure tallies, thought I might as well throw it up. Sounds like, oh, there's another hunter out there. MP, whoever you are, I found your $50. Jazz, so if you're still here. Oh, did you? That's awesome. Yeah, IS, he's a great guy. I know Jazz has met him. I think he's coming over for steak at Jazz's house soon. Just another average stacker. Who is another person who has found epic hauls of customer wrapped coins. We're almost halfway through, and once we're halfway through, we will update the board on treasures. Oh, 96. 76, that is not silver. That's why I did my drop test, was at 76. Just to see what was there. Jazz, how do you think that channel sticker turned out with the holographic chopsticks on them? And that was actually not from Sticker Mule. That actually I got off of stickerapp.com. They just seem to have comparable prices. Wanted to try something different and something unusual. So that's where this one came from. So got some of those in stock, which is kind of fun. You know, I am not a big channel by any means. I've only got 340, but hopefully you're enjoying hanging out, getting a little music in the background, seeing what treasures we can find. I want to find some more treasures if I can. Ooh, that one's shiny. 1994. Been finding a lot of mid-90s that are really, really good lately in these rolls from Wells Fargo. It's weird. I do miss not getting Loomis rolls, and I do miss not getting Dunbar rolls. So in Minnesota, Brinks bought Dunbar. And when that happened, I no longer get the square boxes. I only get long NF string and send boxes. And they don't seem to produce for me as much. I do have a spreadsheet to know. You get 6 90% silver Roosevelt dimes in one roll. Was an ender. Wow. Yeah, no, ender rolls, you never know. I mean, this was, let's see. So this is so far what I found since last Thursday. I mean, this was out of 6 rolls out of a quarter box last week. And you're lucky to ever find one silver in a box quarters. But I ended up finding 8 of them last week. So yeah, you never know what's in there. There were no enders. I've been having really bad luck for enders lately. You never know what will be in there, you know. I don't know if anything happened yet with that bill in Congress. I haven't kept up with it. There's been so much talk of that thing that we shall not name. Oh, I'm not going to get demonetized anyway. So the whole coronavirus COVID situation. So yeah, W quarters. Mine have all been from circulated rolls. Actually, the majority of mine started out is my dump bank. Back before I started searching quarters hard, will sell me their bag off of their coin counter. And I was hoping for silver because, you know, people are silly trying to get those. And actually, that's where I found, you know, half of the W's that I've found. Yeah, the grading, I've got a couple that I should have graded, Jazz. But then they won't go on my albums. And, you know, that's why I started this whole thing is because I found a stupid cheap deal on the albums, on the Danscos. So that's what got me into this. But now that I'm furloughed, I am taking a break from spending too much money. You know, this right here cost me nothing. If I don't find anything, I just dump it back to the bank and I'm good to go. All right, let's see. This is roll number 25 of the box. So far, we have only found one hold. And again, I'm keeping it to put it on my Charlie Brown Christmas tree of hold coins. And eventually, I will show you that. You got free silver Canadian dimes. I love Canadian coins. I do have a small collection of them. Not as much as I'd like, but it's definitely more than I have my reals. So... and those are the Saudi reals that I got with International Stacker. I don't quite have the budget that he does when he goes into an LCS. So, I did not get as much as he does, but I do have a nice little silver Canadian collection. All right, halfway through the box, and we are a total of... got to update this really quick.
Top 10 things
We have a total of, let's see, miscellaneous is third down. Again, that miscellaneous was a hold. And we've got 6 NAFCs. So there is our update halfway through the box. Nope, that was not the right one. What am I doing? Pardon my singing. I am not Raven. I cannot sing as well as him. I forgot that NAFC on that chart. Hey, little Mega, how you doing?
Good.
You can
say hi.
Little Mega, everyone. She is in the house, hanging out over my shoulder, watching me open some rolls. You want to open a roll behind me?
Ooh, yes.
You're not on camera. You know that, right? All right. Here's a chopstick.
Yeah.
And yes, I do open rolls with a sharpened chopsticks because, well, I am, after all, AG Chopsticks. So, we are looking for NFCs. We are looking for silver, of course, the little one, and hold coins. Let me check what the heist maximum is for your Southern coins. Heist maximum is 1,000 right now, Southern, just to let you know. So that command will not work, that 5,000. Nope. No NFCs either?
Nope.
Oh, I need a new bag. So the way I'm having to do it with my bank right now, I can't do my normal way of dumping because I'm drive-through only. So every half box, I throw them. Oh, and proofs you're right, archaeology. Little Mega actually knows hunting as well, if not better than I do. I throw them in Ziploc baggies after half a box, and those go through the window at drive-through. There should be a box behind that bag. Thank you. We'll just throw them in there for now because I don't have another box handy. And again, I'm singing on camera.
Thank you.
All right, little. Bye. Love you. Again, she's turning 13 on Friday. I'm in a heap load of trouble. Johnny, you remember what she said on the stream on Friday? She is hilarious. I gave her a bunch of walkers that I traded for or bought or had to fill her albums. She's 5 away from filling her walker albums. And she finished up and she was getting ready to leave and I told her thank you. And she's like, I'm like, wait a minute, why am I thanking you? I just gave you like $200 worth of $50. She's like, Dad, because I give you content. That is what I get from my 12-year-old, almost 13-year-old. Everyone, please keep me in your thoughts as she grows older. It's really fun, though. Oh, NIFC. Got another NIFC on the board. It is really fun to do this with her. She enjoys it. Not probably as much as I do, but it's fun to do it with her. And it keeps the wife happy that I'm spending so much time searching through coins. So we're getting down there. No really fines worth, writing home about besides the NIFCs. And again, those I won't write home about. Oh, another one. NIFC on the board. Starting to get in the NIFCs. Cadiz, Spain. Yeah, I have not been to Spain yet. We don't have any of the company that I work for there, so I haven't had a chance yet. I'm hoping to eventually. But I've had a chance to travel a lot in the Middle East. I've done some travel in Asia through my company. Central and Central America, Caribbean. Those are all places, when my work says, you have to go to the Bahamas for work. I'm like, oh, darn, do I have to? So that's kind of fun. But right now, there is no flying, so there is no work. So I'm sitting at home hanging out with you guys and gals. Ooh. That sounded weird. Let's see if that is what I think it is. Aha! We do have some friends coming to join us. 1966. Another silver on the board. Very awesome. Very awesome. We'll add that into the pile there. It makes this kind of worth it. So yeah, once I get my chat bot fully figured out, I'm getting him worked on. Luckily, Hydroconomist is helping me work on him. We'll start doing giveaways where if we get a certain amount of silver, we'll give giveaways, and I might just do it randomly, just for fun. Yeah. We were trying to find a coin store. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone for my coin store in Saudi Arabia if it wasn't for International Stacker. Just him knowing it, and he had actually live streamed what happened, that whole meeting with him. He had live streamed the day before that he was there. I'm like, hey, I'm sitting in Saudi Arabia. You want to take me? And he's like, sure. So that's actually how I ended up meeting International Stacker. I literally just found him 2 days before meeting him on YouTube. I just got into YouTube last year around April, and that's really where I got into this hobby hardcore. All right, let's see here. That one's really thick. It's just a 76. 76. 84. But now every time I go somewhere, my first Google search is coin shops. So Mexico City, I've got 6 or 7 that I visit. Monterrey, Mexico, I've got 1 that I visit. There isn't any in Cancun, regretfully, but I'm still searching it out. I love of all the foreign silver. I love Mexican the most. It is just gorgeous. Their silver. Let's see here. Take a quick pause in the opening of these rolls. We only have 15 rolls left here. So I'm going to show you how much I love Mexican silver here. Noises in the background. So this is what I have for Mexican. Besides Libertads, they're in a separate... This is just my constitutional Mexican. And right there, you got the small one. And look at you. Zoomed in on the microscope. In an 1868, 1 real for Mexico. Or else we've got a pile of Mexican constitutional silver. Some of it, like this one here, 1900. These all, regretfully, are cleaned. One coin shop I go to cleans them, regretfully, so I got them in a pretty decent deal, but it's a fun thing to have, some old Mexican silver in your hands, like this 1953 5 pesos. Might be cleaned, but they're gorgeous. So, yeah, I do love me some Mexican silver. Fun to have. I have Mexican, Canadian, Saudi. Oi! And I have a box of $50 falling over. And I'm glad I said oi instead of what was really coming through my head. We've got $50 everywhere. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you should not keep your rolls of $50 on the edge of your desk. Trying to show off my Mexican silver, and I'm throwing around my American coins. A Darth Maul lightsaber, that is awesome. I do like Darth Maul. If you haven't seen the last season of the Clone Wars, it is epic. So make sure you check that out. That is epic to see. Yeah, in Mexican, they just have a beautiful design, especially those Libertads. Honestly, I would take a Libertad most days over a Silver Eagle. We did find a silver, but you were here for that jazz. You missed me showing off my, coin foul. Yeah, it was bad. Half a box, almost a coin. Luckily, they're all wrapped, so life is good, and I didn't drop them. I'll make sure not to do that again. I don't know if I have one of those. I'd have to look. I do have an Alcazador shipwreck silver from that time frame, Johnny. Other than that, I don't think I have anything separate like that. Let's see here. So I do have an 8 real Alcazador. The obverse is pretty bad, but the reverse has some on it still. This is my only one I have, but I have one, and it is a certified from El Cazador. Why? Because now I own Sunken Treasure, and I think that's every stacker's, one of their wants for their stack is Sunken Treasure. Yeah, the Libertads are beautiful, but their mintage makes them hard to get, and I don't know, they're popular. But, of course, all precious metals right now are at a premium. After this, I got to go dump at the bank all these $50 and a box of quarters. I've got to run to my other pickup bank I was supposed to pick up at already to pick up, and I'm just going to turn and burn those later on my own. And then pick up tomorrow, etc., etc. But I also have to go to my LCS. He's got some Constitutional held for me at 13.5 times face value. Not the greatest. Right now, silver, even it was a dip I looked last today. It was back under 15. But 13.5 is actually better than you can find with Constitutional out there for right now. So I got to spend a little bit of money to pick it up. Most of it's not for me. It is actually for a friend of mine. And I'm just picking it up and just charging him shipping because, they can't find an LCS there. So why not? We have dropped some to 4, but that's okay. We are just hanging out. We are hanging out and we are finding silver. And if I'm right, that is old silver. If I'm right, I might not be, but those edges, that edge there, does not look 40%. That looks 90%. And I'm wrong completely. Somebody painted it. You bugger. Oh, I'm so sad. That so had a look of silver and not painted. Oh, you buggers. I don't like people like you. Actually, it most likely could have been plated by the looks of it at one point. And that's most likely what it is, because if you look at it, it's got that goldish tone. Oh, that's a killer. That looked 90%. And here we thought we got somebody, but no, it was a most likely plated. Yeah, no, I'm gurring on that one too. That was a plated coin. Cha-ching. Almost. Yeah, you're right. Let's check the rest of them. Oh, you ever get your hopes up? And then they're dashed upon the shores. So, the ones I'm picking up tomorrow morning are actually from the same bank that this came from, the Colombian. So maybe they're sister boxes. It's just weird to think that there was just a single Colombian. The only silver in that entire box was that bad boy right there. It's got to have brothers and sisters somewhere. And hopefully they're sitting in the box that I'm picking up tomorrow. So that'll be our noon stream tomorrow. Yeah, I got to get more foreign archaeology. Like I just started in this hobby, like I said, hardcore, and I'm not even hardcore, semi-hardcore compared to some people. I don't do mega unboxings like Silver Seeker, buying hundreds of ounces at a time. That's just not my thing. Another NIFC on the board. But, I get stuff here and there, but I really want to start getting more into the foreigns. I do have some German, just to have them. It was 40s era German coins, so I'm not going to show them on stream. And it is a little macabre to have them, but just to have that piece of history is why I grabbed them. They'll never be displayed on my channel because that's not right. That's not appropriate. So we'll keep going, see if we can actually find another silver. But, each of these boxes had a silver in it. Right now, my recovery rate is about 2%. So 2% of my rolls actually have treasure in them. So we're actually right on par with that, regretfully. I haven't found any mega hauls this year. But I'm guessing once this whole lockdown is done, I'm guessing there'll be a lot more silver coming out because people are going to be getting into the banks, dumping their coins, not knowing what they have. And I'm guessing we'll actually have a second Christmas this year. I actually haven't gotten a single Christmas box yet this year, but you never know. A Caesar Hadrian silver Roman coin from 117 to 138.80. Wow. That is some old coins. I think my oldest coin is an 1812 capped bust. Well, no, that Shipwreck would be my oldest coin. I did buy a little Mega, an old piece of bronze coin, just for her to have it and to pique her interest. Every time I go to an LCS or a coin show, I make sure to pick her up a little present. Jazz, if you're still listening, I do have a video up for her birthday. If you want to participate in that, I would be honored. Basically asking people to send cards. Her birthday's on Friday. There's still time if you have time. Jazz, you should have my mailing address from your Epic Hall stream. If not, my email address is there if you'd like to participate. That would be awesome, bud. All right, thank you for stopping in, Jazz. I appreciate it. You have a great day, and hopefully on your next hunt, your patience will pay off, as mine has today. All right, we've only got a couple rolls left here. We've got some finds. We got that music playing. We got another NIFC. Yay. Be safe out there, Jazz. Say hi to Mrs. Jazz for us, and hopefully she stays safe with her profession and busy. And make sure I didn't think you did, Jazz. Did you send it out to Nickel Nation? I didn't think you sent stickers for her. Oh no, she has stickers, yes, of hers, yes. Yep. From way back when you did send stickers. You are right. Sorry about that. Not in the birthday one, but she does have that in her sticker box. She actually has a Jazz sticker, and I don't. But that's okay. She gets all my GA wins and anything comes with them. So that's where her sticker came from. You are right, Jazz. Thank you. But you be safe out there. We're almost done here. We got 6 people still watching here. We've got a total of 7 rolls left. So tell you what, let's see here. All right, Johnny, I know you're in chat. If there's any silver in this roll, Johnny, it's yours. No strings attached. I have not mailed out your gift from the other day, but if there's silver in here, it is yours. All right, there is no silver in there, but we'll still pull NFCs here just to check. All right, who else is in chat? I know Aunt Orta's in chat. Archaeology Mikey, is there anyone else here? If you are, please say something in chat. And you might as well send some silver from the rolls to you guys if I find any. Now, if it is a commemorative, I will say that. Unless it's one of these guys. If it's commemorative, I will send you like amount of silver for its value because commemoratives are my babies. So this one, that one was Johnny. So this one is going to be yours, Archaeology Mikey. Any silver in the roll? There is not. I'm trying to give away my silver. It's just not working. Yeah, I'm not that good on errors, to be honest and frank, because it's just not something I search for. All right, archaeology. Nope. Nothing for you. Let's see, we got Aunt Orta in here. I see 6 people watching on my screen, but only a couple in chat, please, if you are here. We'll leave an open one for Jazz. He just left. I appreciate him being here. Aunt Orta, this is your roll. No silver in the roll. All right, Jazz will be next. If there's anybody else out there, let me know. That, if it has a Colombian half, and I pull it for somebody, I will give them a Colombian half. Unless it's an 1892, then I'd swap it for an 1893, honestly. So, Jazz, I know you're not here anymore. We're going to open up this one for you. Any silver, it is yours. Again, if anybody else is watching, please say something in chat so I can give you a roll. Let's see. I do not see any silver. Yeah, it was Cien Plata. Just remember, patience pays off. Maybe this is something I'll do randomly from here. Just as a way of saying thank you for watching. Again, we're just having fun, just hanging out. But you know what? If I can give you a piece of silver that cost me 50 cents, maybe I'll just do that once in a while. Just to say thank you for hanging out. All right, so that was Jazz's. I don't see anybody else speaking up in chat. Does it tell me who my 5 viewers are? It does not. Nope. Will it tell me here? Nope, that is all that is watching. So we're just going to turn, we're just going to burn and get this done with so I can get to the bank. Tell you what, if there's a silver in these last 3 rolls, you 3 still watching, we'll figure out some way to give one of you one of the fines. No silver in this roll. Again, if it's something epic, I will swap it out for something that is of equal value, especially commemoratives or anything that I need for my collections or Little Mega's collections. Is that music still playing for you all? I'm not. Maybe no. Is it not playing? Oh, there it goes. It's going in ad right now. Let's skip that ad. There we go. Hey, Mike the Greek, how you doing? Welcome in. 1 roll left, and you came in to say hi. So far, we've had a good hunt today. Paper, rock, scissors. Well, now that Mike the Greek is here, this is Mike the Greek's roll. All right, so far, Mike the Greek, today we found 1 hold, 2 silvers, and 10 NIFCs. We're celebrating May the 4th with my Millennium Falcon and Beskar bar out. So what I'm going to do, since the last roll, and we gave one already to Ant Orta, we gave one to Archaeology Mikey, and now Siren Silverstash speaks up. Tell you what, or Saber Battle, yes. As long as we're not talking sword fights, we're okay. Anyways, child friendly. Come on now. Anywho, so tell you what, since Mike the Greek and Siren Silverstash said something in chat, my last roll. Did it stop? I think it should be back up now. He had a random ad. Yeah, no. What I'm doing is I've got actually a royalty-free music YouTube page running in the background here. That's where it's coming from. And I forgot it paused itself, so I restarted it there. So it should come up. So what I'm going to do, Mike the Greek and Siren Silverstash. If there is silver in this roll, each of you will get 1. So we will get you that here. If there's only 1 in the roll, I will just match it from my collection. I gave away some rolls at the end just for fun to people who were active in chat. So let's see if on the last roll, if it's a commemorative, we have to talk about that because commemoratives, those are my thing. Let's see what we got here. Last roll, watch it have a bunch of silver. It does not, regretfully. Aye. So we are only 2 silvers, 1 per box today. But you know what? I have gone through many boxes and not had a silver. So the fact that I have some here is... And apparently Amazon was just delivered. Thank you, Alexa. All right, there we go. There is the end. The end of it all. So let's get a quick update to the board before we sign off. And for today, we had 2 40%ers, 1 miscellaneous, and that was our hold coin here, and 10 NIFCs. There we go. Hey, not a bad haul for a day. Like I said, if anybody collects NIFCs, let me know. We can work something out. I just searched royalty-free music, and there was a playlist of royalty-free music on YouTube. So that's what came up. And that's what it is. So I'm going to take these. You know, you can tell they're NIFCs. Just look at the edges. And I'm going to throw them in the box. Because who cares? Oh, missed one. I'm going to take my replacements. See, now there's an ad going. So if I pay attention there. So it looks like SoundCloud is what they're coming off from. So I'm going to take my replacements. I am keeping 3. I'm replacing 3. So at the end of the day, I've got about $6 worth of silver and a fun hold coin. And got to hang with all of you. With that, I've got to get these to the bank to dump. I've got to get to my other bank to pick up. And I've got to get to my LCS to... Oh, man, don't ever eat after doing this hobby. Run those errands and make sure I'm home before Mrs. Chopsticks gets home. So... with that, thanks for hanging out. Again, we've got those games. We're going to be doing this Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. We will have 4 days of $half. We'll have 1 day of quarters. And maybe once in a while, we will do things like saying, hey, this rule's for you, and see what we find. In life and in coin roll hunting, just remember one thing. Patience does pays up. Sorry, Archaeology Mikey, you just threw me off. Remember, just as in life, as in coin roll hunting, patience pays off. It's not a matter of if, but when you'll find silver. Yeah, and to order, shoot me an email. My email address is up here at the top of the screen. We can discuss that. Shipping costs plus the costs of the $half. I'm not going to give you $half for free. Yeah, I definitely have to wash my hands, but I can't do the gloves. It just doesn't work. I'm going to go wash. Yeah, that might be my first step. Siren Silver Stash is washing my hands. So shoot me an email and order. We can talk about those NIFCs. Archaeology Mikey, I do believe that it is narrow-minded of us to believe that we're the only creatures in the universe. Whether or not those are created in God's image, if that is your way, or whether or not that is from standard evolutionary practices like the Big Bang Theory suggests, we can't